Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, man? Happy Wednesday, winning Wednesday. Yo, good to see y'all here. Hey, Kim. What's going on? Chaos Smoothies at the top of the line. I see you, babe. What's up? Hey, yo, before we do anything, y'all know I love when young people make the decision for themselves to be successful. So special shout out, y'all, to Skinny on here. Y'all make sure y'all show Skinny all the love because my man's hit me up today and was like, Miss Joni, success. I'm on it. I want it. And yo, my man's done showed up without me having to drag him across this entire internet. That's what's up. Well, what's up, y'all? Let's get Miss England in here, y'all. Hey, cool kid, that's Beans, y'all. What's up, Beans? Hey, Tay, what's going on? Hey, Niecy, what's up, Taylor? I see you. I'm doing good, man. Dash, where the heck come from? Hey, sis. This is yo. I love it. Hey, sis, when you do that? You on mute, sis. I can't hear you.
And I was just running my mouth like straight off the shelf, straight off the shelf.
Straight off the shelf, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
About
that's
a week old now. Her name is Susan.
the hair name, Susan.
Yeah.
Yo, Susan popping.
That's
If
what
I
I
didn't
said.
know you didn't have no hair, I would think that that was just all you.
For real. See, yeah, that's the lace front do Susan well.
That's a lace. So that's one of them things where it got the little net thingy.
Yeah, see. Mhm.
Yo. Yo, and I'm loving the little curl pattern and all that, yo. She
Yeah.
giving me Hawaiian vibes.
That's why I know it looks to me like Puerto Rican.
Yeah, like, hey, mommy.
When the kids right, like they is crazy.
Hey, yo, I love. Hey, yo, I was just giving a special shout out to my man Skinny. He knew he's a young man who just been
Okay.
kind of looking from the sidelines, and he finally said today he was like, Miss Joni, I want to be successful. Like, yo, I'm
That's
ready to do
great.
what it takes. So I'm like, these are the spaces where you started. Start by
That's
showing up spaces,
amazing.
and he here, and he got here like 3 minutes early.
Oh, okay now. You early. Hey, that's better than late. Great.
Man, it's a price to success, y'all. But what's up, y'all? I love it, y'all.
Yes, I want to know how everybody doing. Thumbs up. How was the week? How you feeling? Come on, let me know what's going on.
Got you. My man's Missouri said he passed the home health aid exam.
Oh,
He's
that's
certified.
amazing. So that means you can get
Congratulations.
some money. You can start working. We like that. We like people, yeah, get them skills because the skills come with money.
Come on now. That's what's up. My mother on here, y'all. Hey, ma.
Hey, ma.
Yo. Lene on here. Lene doing good. What's up, activist?
Hey, Lene. I
Yo. Good
miss
to
their
see you.
faces, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I really miss their faces.
I know. Yo, Leo the GOAT on here, y'all. That's Leo, y'all. That's my nephew. This is his first time. Well,
Okay.
kind of, sort of. He be watching from the background.
Okay.
But the day his first day commenting.
Okay.
Welcome, Leo. Y'all gotta show Leo some love, y'all.
Hi. Hey, Lil.
And the day his birthday. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
he
He's
decided
14,
to
yo.
be on Winning Wednesdays. Johnny, I was going to ask the man age, and I was like, no, nah, because he probably want to put a swag on, and here you go. He 14.
Ain't no swag. He 14. He ain't about nothing but success. He about his education. That's it. He ain't about nothing else right about now.
Happy 14th birthday, honey. His auntie is a wow.
Yo, I'm just saying, yo.
Yo,
Yo,
auntie
what's
is
up,
so
Stinker,
amazing.
yo? Stinker on here. Stinker said she did that. She talking about Susie.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
Yo,
Put
that's
Susan
what's
on
up.
hopefully. But it'd be nice to have her up here with me right now, but it's okay because I'm having a little technical difficulties, but it's all right.
Yeah, I know. We see the light all shining and everything, the
Yeah,
rays in the face.
I'm
I know, I
trying to
know.
get my life together.
Stinker already know she need to set you up before she roll out.
Right. But I bet you if I go down to the apartment, they got everything I need, the lights and everything.
Everything. Got the whole setup.
Right. And I'm up here trying to figure it out. That's what I be saying.
It's all right, sis. You fixed it. You good, y'all.
Thank you.
Yo,
I do want to say, I got to give Stinker a shout out. I had the pleasure to be in her space this weekend. And it was really nice. And she was very professional. So just thank you, Stinker, for having me on your show. I was really proud of you, how you handle your partner that's there, the older guy. I just appreciate it. It was very humbling to watch.
That's awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Stinker, man. She handling that.
Yeah.
Anybody need studio time, y'all better hit Stinker up. She got the hook up on the studio time. Y'all interested in podcasts, all that stuff, hit Stinker up. Yo, she really been handling it. I haven't had to drag her in a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. She been at first it was every week, y'all. Yo, but she got it, yo. She was like Miss England said, she working with her partners, she communicating, all that. Like, yo, she really doing it.
Real humble.
Yeah, she said, "Thank you for birthing me." That's right, Miss England. You did a good thing.
But she's welcome.
Yes, you did a good thing when you was on that mission.
That mission found me, okay?
Found you in the junction.
Actually on Poplar Grove. Okay, next.
Miss Trina on here, y'all. What's up?
Hey, Trina, what's going on? How are you? We about to, last week we found a new saying that I think I really enjoy when I say, Winter Wednesdays is like our dinner table. We all come together. So right now it's like when you first come in the living room and the dining room and everybody like, hey, how are you? How's everybody doing? And then we get to the meat of things. And now we grabbing our plates because I do have some great information today.
Oh yeah, we gotta get to that. Let me finish our little shout outs. Let me see. We got Breezy on here, y'all.
No, get finished the living room and the dining room conversations. It's like
grab y'all plates. Breezy Breeze, what's up, baby?
Yes, let's get it in.
Hey, yo, and shout out to all my people that's on the Higher Project. So Breezy on the Higher Project. Yes. Yeah, man. Like, yo, they done came through some things. But it's about to be a new day.
A new day.
Yes. So, man, I appreciate y'all, yo. Who else on here? Simone. What's up, Simone?
Hey, Simone.
Yo, good to see you. Always good to see you. I think that's about everybody right now. You still gonna say, I wish I could get my plate. She's still cooking. Lene said she got a pizza. Hey, Lene, the activist. What's up?
Okay, Lene. Okay. So let me get my stuff together. I'm learning.
Yes. Niecy said, eat them jewels she about to try. Yeah.
Eat these jewels. They's about to be amazing.
Yo, I love
Learning how to navigate this daggone computer. So
you about to do a screen share?
Oh no, I ain't that big.
I'm about to say without Stinker, you about
I'm almost there though. I ain't get there yet. I'm almost there. That's why it's always great to have people on your team when you don't have certain skills to do certain things. That's when
exactly. And Stinker knows she the tech girl.
Exactly. So no, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm all right. I was looking for something. We done spoke her up.
Yo, you cooking on the grill?
Yeah, so let me tell you.
I see the smoke clear day.
I'm cooking turkey wings on the grill, and I had just cooked Brussels sprouts on the grill and frying my Charleston chicken. At the same time while I'm
see, I'm about to be on my way.
Oh, I didn't know, but I got it. Yeah, I didn't know. There we go. All right. So, listen, y'all. I wanted to share. So, first of all, I do want to apologize because I was doing multiple things before we got on. However, so please ignore that. Joni, I don't know how the heck she could see that all the way over here.
We all can see it. It's no secret.
For real?
Yes, y'all.
Well, yes, I'm cooking turkey wings on the grill with a secret sauce, and Brussels sprouts has been done, and Viera will be getting my fried chicken. Okay. Don't listen. See her? She's in my hot dog. Okay. I'm just trying.
Yo, everybody said, Breezy said, we coming to your house for dinner. Lene, like, I'm on my
Yay.
way. Lene, come scoop me, babe. Come get me first. I know where they at.
We're in the Cutler Day, so you gotta come with somebody.
I know where that cut at, right in his house. And come get me. I'll get you there. Everybody meet me on Hill Road.
Believe me, everybody is welcome anytime. And maybe one day we do like a campfire or something. Joni, something small, but we could try to figure it out.
Yeah, just for our Winning Wednesdays group. And we can announce it right here. So if you didn't hear it from here, you ain't invited.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yo, I'll bring the speakers for real this time, y'all. Yo, I'm for real.
Anyway, okay. We talk about that another time. Anyway, listen, y'all. So y'all know how I am. I always gotta come to you with the realist, the experience that I have been through and what's been going on. Everything that I try to bring to you is definitely strategies to apply to your life. So I'm going to talk about 3 strategies that you can actually understand your purpose and learn how to download that information to activate your purpose. So y'all got me, right? So these are 3 strategies to say, I'm going to figure out my purpose. No, you're not going to figure it out. It's going to be downloaded on you, right? And then you're going to execute that. What does that look like? So first things is this. We don't know. Some of us, like I tell y'all, everybody was born with a purpose in life. And sometimes as we move, I just got to go back for our new people because some people, I'm sorry, those who've been with me for a while, I have to rewind back for just a little for our new Winning Wednesdays. When you're born with a purpose. However, sometimes our environment push that a purpose within us that we don't even deep down into it because we look at the distraction. So what I mean by that, by environment, it could be living in an abusive house. Maybe your family's always fight. Being in traumatic experiences, things that you can't forget, and sometimes you cry alone by yourself because you're in pain. These are the things that sometimes that because we can't get over those things that we can't determine to deep within us, inside of us, right? Usually when we show up and everybody see all of this. So sometimes we put on a face to say that we got it together, but deep down we still trying to figure it out. Is I'm doing what I'm supposed to do? Is I'm aligned to what I'm here on earth for? And how do I get there? So this is how we're going to start it. So first of all, I'm going to just say, I didn't realize I was in the process. I didn't realize that I would be the one that come to you with these tools. And I didn't realize that this was a strategic strategy that happened now this is September. I'm still in the process, maybe since December. So you're talking about a couple of months, almost a year. So when we talk about real change, authentic change, meaning something personal into your heart, and it's coming from your heart and your soul, or who you are, not what society say, but who you are. It takes time, right? Because I'm 41, so it means that all of my environment that I have been in all my life, from being raised with a mom, well, I love my mom, but who been in abuse and addictive household, put a part of kind of blind my purpose, right? Being with a guy that was abusive, blind my purpose, right? So all of these distractions blind my purpose. So now here I am at 41, trying to figure out, like, is I'm aligned what I'm supposed to do and how I get there. Now, the thing for me was that I didn't wake up one day and say, I want my purpose. That just didn't happen for me. I didn't. One day, it was basically, I was searching for faith. And I kept saying, everybody keeps talking about faith. Like, what does this faith look like? I want to feel it. I want to know what it looks like. I want to touch it. I wanted to understand and experience it, what was faith. And everybody would talk about faith and everybody would say about faith. And I just want to have a disclosure. I'm not trying to push any religion on anybody because I am just spiritual. I just believe that there's a higher power. So I just saying that whatever you believe is what you believe, but these are the words that I'm going to use. And I don't want to offend anybody. So I want to say that first. But I wanted to know, what did faith look like? You know, everybody talk about faith, have faith, you know, a seed. You just need a seed. So I always was searching, but I couldn't like really get it. It was like, all right, okay, let me see. So what happened? God put me in a position where I had no choice but faith, right? And it was like, okay, I'm here. I'm in a single mother. It was some things that I knew I had to do to take care of my household, and some things was falling. And I was like, okay, now I couldn't go to man because I tried that. That didn't work. Every resource, every friend, every network. I'm talking about only people I was close to that I trust. Everybody. It was like, listen. It was like, yo, I can, I wish, I can't, but well, okay, this is my stuff, right? So it was like the only last thing I had was faith, right? So it was like, okay, I'm gonna try this faith thing, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it because some places tell you write down what you want and constantly say it. Some you say write down a scripture, write down your favorite motivation and say it every day. Mine was a scripture, and I wrote down what I thought that like, okay, I believe in you. Point blank period. That's just what it was. So then the first process was not even get to the first process, but first it was the all right, let me figure out what this faith is. And it's not even a process, but it was just an emotion that I wanted to share. So it was like now I'm in this place. Things are hectic. Okay. And now I don't have nothing to depend on but faith. And I can't do nothing but to move in a way where the distractions, if they hit, I had to be at peace. And so during the time I was seeking faith, the first step came where I was desire for peace because it was like, all right, let me see if once I get the faith or how I learn how to and learn the faith and understand the benefits of faith, while I'm doing that, I'm also getting a sense of peace, right? And what I mean by that, it was like things was happening when normally I'd be like, I like a schedule. So when things happen, when you like, oh, this bill need to be paid, you ain't got it. I'm normally like, oh my God, Jesus, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna figure it out, right? But at this time, it was like, it is what it is. I ain't got it. It is what's going to be. And it is what it is. And it didn't disturb the inside of me. And I think that's what we have to realize when we talk about emotions, addressing emotions. It did not disturb my emotions. It did not determine like what was my next step. And it didn't stop what I was doing at the moment to give that attention, if that makes sense. Right. So I constantly kept being calm. I constantly kept finding my space of just sitting down, right? Just being there, just honestly just being in the present. So it had been times where if I was finished for the day, I would just sit down and just sit and duck because I wanted to just get the sense of peace. I have learned that for years, my schedule always been like this. It was like you go to school, you go to work, you go to school, you go to work, you got kids, you got this, you got that. And I always been running. But I was like, to me, where I'm running from, like, what's going on? Whole time, it was because it was no sense of peace. So the first step is you got to find your peace, right? I know I hear a lot of people say, I can't have peace in my house because this is going on in my house and this is going on in my house. But the only way that you can move to the first step is that you got to make a space for peace, even in toxic spaces. You got to create for space for peace because what happened is when you constantly put energy into that space of peace in a toxic atmosphere, it flees. It might not take today or tomorrow, but eventually it flees. So that's the first thing. Finding a space in your home. It could be a closet. Sometimes getting in the bathroom and just shutting the door. And when I mean you're just trying to figure out like what is these distractions? Why when I feel this way? What is that emotion that I'm feeling? And you need to address that, but you're doing it in a state of yes, I get the breathing and we doing everybody's meditating and breathing, but right now you're just listening. You're not doing anything. You're just in stand at the space. So our first thing is understanding how to remove distractions. Because when I say remove it, I'm talking about mentally out of our mind, because distractions still gonna be there. Bills still gonna be there. People who hurt you still gonna be there. Your job that you don't like still gonna be there. All that gonna be there, right? But when we talk about the outside, this is how we show up. But we know in here, we need to remove some of that, right? And it's like a puzzle. You got to place certain things in certain places in your head so that you can constantly say, okay, I'm not going to put energy to that right now, right? And move on. Because I'm going to just tell y'all what I realized. When I didn't put energy in it, it didn't move my spirit. Like what I mean by it didn't bother me. It was just like, oh, that needs to be done. Okay, it get done. And eventually it came because I put energy into, I'm not going to put energy in there, and I put energy is, it is going to get done. Right? I'm not going to figure it out. I'm not going to find out, but it is going to get done. And I kept it moving. That's the part of the process. So then you have, that's the faith coming to your distractions, removing your distractions. Have a shirt on. It say, new phone. Who's calling? Who's this? Right? New phone, who's this? And then you got the thing. Why do I have that on? Because during distractions, I need you. One thing Joni said, she always say this, and I wrote the word down, access. We get too many people access to us. And thank you, Joni, for saying that a couple of weeks ago. Like and I had to really process that because I was like, wow, that's deep, right? Because we do. And that's some of our distractions because we give too many people access. Unplug for a minute. What I mean by unplug is you right now, first step, you're figuring out that you're distracting your emotions and you unplugging. Because unplugging is going to really show you who reaches out to you without you reaching out to them. And you'll be constantly, because you'll be thinking and aware, you'll be constantly hearing, why are they reaching out to me? Right? When you unplug as well, not saying you can't post, but do whatever is best for you. But for me, when I unplug, one of the things I would do was just go up and down social media. And for me, it was because my thinking I didn't realize was changing, right? It used to be a time that I'd be like, yeah, I'm about to post this, but at this part of my where I was set in my state with removing distraction was just like, no, just for now, you just be quiet. This process for me, the first process was from January. No, from the first process moving distraction was from like January to maybe June. Um, but the process of being still, the second one, when I'm gonna get to, that came into June, into a little bit of August, right? And which was kind of a great thing for me because in July I was down. So it gave me time. What I mean down was I wasn't going to work. I would just remove myself from some platforms because I had to get surgery, which was nothing wrong, y'all. All good. But I had to, yeah, all good. That's a blessing. I had to kind of like just unplug for a minute, right? I had to reboot, right? And that's the second part, unplugging. You got to just see who has access to you. I realized that some people had accesses for only when it was beneficial to them. But because I'm a helper, I didn't realize that I was okay with moving, but it was a distraction sometimes for my peace. But because I'm a helper, it was like, let me go ahead and help. But at times I'll be like, I don't even feel like because I'm in a peaceful state, right? So understanding that when you unplug, you will be clear because now you remove you're looking at your distractions, you understanding the feeling when you get it, and then now you're looking at. I'm telling you, no, I didn't get a new phone, but most of the time, the people that call me, that ain't want to be bothered. I text back, who this? I got a new phone. Not because I was being rude, but it was just like I want to see how you gonna respond. Because some people be like, "What? You don't know who this is? Why should I?" Right? Start doing your inventory. Like unplugging is a part of inventory. That's a part of moving to your next level. But see, the people don't like to do this type of soul alignment because you got to be deep. When you're unplugging and when you're removing distractions, I'm talking about you got to go back to childhood things that when you be by yourself, that you cry, right? You got to remove things when people used to say, little fat girl, when you was a fat girl in high school or in middle school. No, y'all still in high school. When y'all was in elementary school, like when the names, you have to address all of the things that your insecurities won't show when you show up. Everything that you don't want nobody to see, your weakness, all of that, you gotta address that. You gotta address that, right? So that's a part of the strategies, right? Move your distractions, do your inventories, start unplugging. Now, before I go to the last one, let me know, Joni, what we talking about? What's the comments talking about? Because I feel like I'm moving.
Yeah, the comments is deep, man. And I've been trying to respond a little bit in the chat while you was talking, and the
Thank you.
comments is deep.
Let me know what you want me to respond to.
Well, definitely breezy. Because
Breezy.
when you was talking to peace, talking about peace, she said, I don't think that I have any peace at all. And she said it's hard finding peace when everyone is dependent on you for so much. And she was talking about how she just break down, wipe her tears, and then move on. Like she don't deal with the world. And I was just basically coming at a perspective, telling her that, first you gotta find peace within yourself, within your own mind and heart before anything. Because then, kind of like you said, when you got that inner peace, nothing that's happening around you can break you. So if you could like address that, because that's
Yeah.
deep right there. And Shannon was talking about she do a lot of self-talk, telling herself that she's worthy, she's enough. She do that in the bathroom. That's her safe space.
Yep, all of that. And I'm sorry, the inner peace, I feel you. A lot of us make us feel like we don't have no peace. You know why? Because guess what? When we was young, people say, your parents used to say, you ain't got no business. I'm all, yeah, what you got? Tell me you got a business. You ain't got no nerve. You got nerve. You got business. Right? Like, you do, right? So I think sometimes like people feel like they don't have no peace because it's like, the generational used to always say kids are not to be seen to be heard. You don't have no business. You ain't grown. What you got to say? So I think all of that comes back down to generational. So some of the things that you're feeling, Bree, was way before you, but because of your bloodline, you're feeling some of that on you. And then the fact that you said that feeling like everybody depend on you. I used to feel it that way, but then I also, as I found my peace, I realized that I'm a mother, so it's a little different. But for me, I realized it's only three people, and I know I'm a clue one more, my grandma, that I'm responsible for, right? That's it, right? Only because they my children and my grandma is my grandma, right? And she's with me. But I say as a young age where you are, I've been there, and you have to understand that sometimes when we don't have our peace and we don't have alignment and don't understand where we're going, it's a distraction. So what happened is we work constantly in a cycle for a company to making sure that these people that depend on us get what they need. But the whole time we in a cycle and we never determine our own purpose, and people are just getting what they need from us, if that constantly makes sense. So what I'm saying is you have to chuckle down at the times. Like, I mean, I get it. Resilience. Everybody in Baltimore, I can say, I think is resilience, right? What I mean is that go through things and then we wipe our face and we cry and we get up. But I think what we have to regenerate before we get up, we need to address that motion. Because sometimes we just say, let's get up, wipe our tears, it's over with. But we don't address like, I do feel like this. And why do I feel like this? It's a reason. And we have to address that because when we don't, what happens, we put in layers and layers and layers on things because we just constantly, it happened and okay, let's move on. But what happening inside of us is layers of layers of layers of a passion of invulnerable, authentic person who really wants to scream and come out, but they can't because of all of the layers of factors that they've been put through in their life.
Yes. Hey, grandma in the background. Hey, Cam, I love this. Cam said, I feel like people need to learn how to depend on themselves sometimes, because sometimes it gets tiring being the one that everyone depends on you. That's
I
exactly why
totally
I tell
agree. I
people we
mean,
ain't no handout.
exactly. I totally agree. People gotta depend on yourself. Listen, at the end of the day, tells you all you have is yourself, right? You may have a friends, you may have a network, but like everybody just in their own space. You can't expect people to stop what they're doing for you at the moment. It just ain't fair. That's not even human. So I tell y'all all the time, this work that we do on Wednesdays when we come together in this living room and we sit at the table, it's all about our soul. It's all about not our soul like spiritually, but like where are you going? I just want to know. Like this is a new world. Like ain't no more where you work at. Now it's like, do you know your purpose? Because that's a different conversation. Now, if I say where you work at, that we just talking about just the world, where you work. But when I say, do you know your purpose? That's a little different. The conversation is different. So when we say our number one is moving distractions and defining your peace, you really have to do that. I'm talking about you really have to. And it's so hard because some of us live in our distraction. Like go to sleep without distraction. Wake up in a distraction. So yes, I'm not saying that this work is easy. I told y'all, it's taking me a long time and I'm still learning, right? And I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. So that's just moving your distraction, defining your peace. You gotta do it. You gotta understand what it looks like, what it feels like. Like I want to hear when people used to say, "Oh yeah, I'm at peace." That's all you hear, but you never hear anybody talk about what peace feel like and look like. Now I want to know because, like, now that I've been there, I want to share because I think it need to be shared. Like it feels amazing not to answer your phone because you don't want to be bothered. It feels great to tell people, "No, can't do that on this time. I got something else to do." It feels amazing just to sit down to do nothing. I felt at first when I was going through the process where I was defining my peace, I was, I'm telling you, I got to tell you, it was the voices saying, "Girl, you being unproductive. You ain't got nothing going on." But I didn't know. That's why I was telling you, it's a bigger world than this. I didn't know that that was a part of the strategy to distract me. My voice that I work with be with every day, all day, the other, the voices you hear, yeah, that. It's like you know you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. So that too, you got to deal with those voices, those everyday walk. What I don't care with the wig on, wig off. I gotta hear it all. It don't matter how I look. When where I go, I'm still gotta hear it. So that's your distraction, defining your purpose. The next one is being still. I didn't know what it was, but now that I look back, right, when I be still during the summertime, wasn't doing nothing. And I felt like, okay, as I'm being unproductive, okay, I'm just sitting here being still. But when I got at peace and my face was great, like I'm in face, my faith is strong and I'm having my peace. So now I'm being still. Guess what happened? The download began. It started. So then what I mean by the download, it was like I could be sitting down and still. Peace be still. And guess what happened? Idea come up. Boom. I be still. What happened? A business name came up. Boom. I be still. Guess what happened? Everything was shh. And the whole time, my incitement and my soul, that's my peace and my alignment, it was coming together. So it was magic. So now when you talk about what I love to do, if I wish we could go back to how I used to talk about this work and how I am now, because then you can see the difference in that I really got it, right? The download that came to me, it was clear, like, this is what I need you to do. And I need you to do it now. And I'm going to be honest. This is just me. I'm just going to be honest, right? I believe in a higher power, but I ain't never heard nothing so clear. When people say they hear voices that say, do this and do that, yeah, it was like, I need it done now. And I was just like in my space that I had by myself for a while, keep going to every day, because I was just like thinking I'm being unproductive, but then I realized. So during this process, you have to understand it's a higher power. Everybody had that. So in some good, there's always some bad. So what I got from this thinking from after I realized I was in the process, I said, okay, I wonder how did this went up in a higher power place, right? Was it like the bad person went to the good one and said, listen, before you give that person anything, let me see how much they believe in you. Because I don't want you to give that person that great thing that's going to change the world. And you find out later, you got to take it back or she got to lose it all. And I said to myself when I was thinking about it, I said, I wonder how this conversation went. So the good side looked and probably said, go ahead, try. Let me see. Give her all the distractions, things she never been through before. Let me see. And I see the bad side go and say, I'm going to try. And it brought, when I say everything, y'all, I ain't never been through so much in my life in the last couple of months. Like, and I've been through some stuff. But guess what? Nobody ain't know it. Because I just kept on moving. Because I had that peace. And then after the peace I removed my distraction. I've been still. Then it's upload. Guess what season I'm in now? I'm executing. I'm executing. I'm executing. I got the gun. I'm ready. I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to birth a nation. Yeah. But this is the thing that I have to say to the good guy sometimes. And I said, I had a vision, and compared to what you gave me, that thing was this small. And what you didn't show me, oh my God, and you trust me with that? Like, I'm worthy of that? The same girl that everybody thought wasn't gonna make it? The same girl who been abused? The same girl who came from a household that just wasn't healthy? So I'm glad the process. So when they ask me, does it work, y'all? These are my tools. I've been through it. I'm about to get that copyrighted because ain't nothing like an experience and to come back to your community and say, yo, on the other side with peace, it's amazing. You ain't always running. You ain't always trying to make yourself busy. You ain't always trying to react to stuff that ain't none of your business. It's amazing.
Or falling into those traps where people try, they want whatever attention they can get from you.
And you'll start learning like certain things is a setup for you to see if you're going to get to it. So then when I realized like certain things happen, and I be like, you know what, good fella, you is funny. Your friend trying me again. This ain't gonna work. But this is a funny one. Like the conversations I be having.
Right? And then you end up blocking your own blessing.
Yes, blocking your own blessing. Blocking your own blessing. So we gotta learn, like I'm telling you, as I find out in life that there are things that strategically help us be better people. It's just like a Bible, but it's just for your soul, right? But I'm learning the tools, not because I read it, not because this was people told me. It's things that I physically went through that made my soul different, that made me different. I'm still not where I want to be, but Lord, I got my upload. I'm downloaded. I'm ready. And I'm telling you, when it comes, y'all gonna be the first people where we gonna have it at. Because I'm gonna be like, didn't remember when I upload and it downloaded on and I download the information and I said I'm executing. I'm coming to Winter Wednesday to let you know when that's gonna happen. Because y'all gonna be amazed. It's gonna be your mom. I mean, to understand what peace looks like and feels like is different from saying, oh, I had a peaceful day. I'm okay. I'm blessed. When people say how you felt, it comes more than a saying. It's like when you say it's like, whoo, yes, I felt that. I'm blessed. Like, I'm blessed, right? Or I'm at peace. Like, it's real. But if you were to, I think about my mindset from last year to now on this same day, totally different person. Totally different person. Do I look the same? Absolutely. Nothing changed on the outside. I just show up differently. And it's a wonderful thing. Joni, any comments, concerns?
Yo, I love it. And I appreciate this conversation because I don't think a lot of people understand that this is part of the foundation for success. Like, because you can't get to a higher level of success if you haven't mastered this inner peace thing, because then you get distracted and thrown off a task. And I'm just thinking about like my own situation. I had shared on Focus Friday, not the last one, but the one before that, had finally shared what all was happening in my personal life during like the last week of success sessions. And if I was one of those people to where as though I didn't have control over my inner peace, that would have just ripped me and tore me apart. And it would have impacted my business and my success, because I would have been like, man, it ain't no way I can show up on success sessions and be me, be authentically me, and be able to do all the things that I do. I would have completely withdrawn. I would have shut down. I would have broke down and allowed the situation to handle me versus me handling the situation. So I appreciate you saying this, because people overlook things like this. And I hope that my man Skinny is still on this line, because this is the type of work that it takes for you to do the groundwork when you really ready to be successful. People think that, oh, you just wake up the next day and automatically you got all this money and you successful and all this. No, this is the type of stuff that you got to do, because you got to create that mindset of how to handle stuff when stuff come to knock you off.
And not only that, like it is people that are really successful as a millionaire, and but the mindset, right? The mindset is different. So when they get distracted, you see these clips of them being on TMZ and other places being exposed because they did no work here. But they did a lot of work outside where they felt like they had to fit in because they wanted to the fame and move to the next level of power, which is fine. I mean, I have no issues with that. But for me, what I find that works for me is that no matter what, I had the skills, but it wasn't really download until I got my inner peace. Do that make sense? It was like nothing didn't always align until I got my inner peace. And it was like, oh, now I get it, right? But before then, it was like I was searching, I was trying, like a scavenger hunt, trying to figure it out. But when I got down, it was like you doing too much. Like you around here, you can't even hear what's going on, like because you're so distracted. And that's when I had to realize I had to step back. But these are the things that I think that we have to share. I think we have to share stories that we go through as adults because I know when my mom was old, when I was younger, it was adults didn't talk about what happened to them during their teenager years. Like we talking about like stuff like soul stuff. Like they didn't talk about a lot of their trauma or things that happened. They held that stuff in because they wanted to protect us. So then you have a young person that's coming up that you're raising, and they just see you as being this person, not knowing that you've been through things too. And you are human, right? Yeah, we get it. You are the guardian. We respect that, and you are the house, the head of the household. But I think we have to step in because this generation is different. We can't do the same we did with the last one. So I think we got to start sharing our stories and being able to give our young people tools. Because a lot of times, like I remember being in school and the teacher said, Miss Chanel, I already got my education. You gotta get yours. I felt like, back then that was the thing. I got mine. You gotta get yours. But it's like, Dad, are you gonna help me get mine? Or that's the only thing you got to say, right? Like it's certain saying and things that are generational that's been in our history for years, and we didn't know that those words had power, right? And now that I understand that words have power, I'm really kind of strategically how I think and how I move, and even when I gossip. Right? Because I know that words has power. So now I think differently. I move differently. I'm learning who I really am, but it took work for this. And I keep telling y'all, I'm still in the process, right? So as you will see me grow, I will look differently. You'll see me look different, talk different. And it's not because I move. It's just because I'm in a different mindset, in a different level, in a different dimension. And when I mean dimension, it's like I level up to another part in a world where I'm being able to download so much information because I moved up to a spot of energy where I understand and I know how to tweak distractions. So yeah. What they saying, sis? What they saying?
There's some real stuff. So Breezy is saying that like she really can't talk to her mom. She's like, she thinks some of the reasons why kids are going through so much these days is like you tell them that you need to talk, but then when you go and try to talk, they just say thug it out.
Yeah. Because you know what? Let me say that. I think I would be real. Because sometimes they don't know what to say. Like real stuff. They don't know what to say. So they be like, and that's how they handle their business. They thug it out. So what I mean by not give them a pass, but that's all they know, right? You can't hold people accountable for what the tools they know. That's their tool. So what we can do is invite them in spaces to help them understand that there's a different way to do things. But I'm being honest, like y'all be thinking that your parents are being rude, but this stuff sometimes is real. Like they probably don't know. That's how they do it. They thug it out. They don't have strategies. They probably didn't. Nobody never had these conversations. Because I'm gonna be honest, Johnny, have any time if y'all had these conversations when you were younger?
What? We was in a child's place
Right.
when I was younger. What you talking about? We was in a child's place. What? Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Exactly. So right. Like, so I'm just saying, like, I want young people to just give people a pass and understand, like, you're getting different tools that your own people in your family that are older you may never got. So you can't expect them because you've been on Winter Wednesday today to go back in the house and be like, y'all know what? These new strategies. And this is what we doing and put it on the wall. No. Because they have a process that they've been going through for a long time. That's what they know. They've been thugging it forever. That's what they know for years. So we need you first, right? To understand the process. Don't talk about the process. Okay. We need you to experience the process. Experience don't mean 2 days, a week. We need a experience process where you're journaling, like, here I'm in this process and I'm here. And you don't have to tell people you in the process, right? And then once you get it, this is one thing I like about this that I learned from me in my own soul searching. Once you get it, the people that live with you, they'll start dealing with you the way you start showing up. So what I mean is they'll be looking like, why are you so peaceful? Then that's what you say. Man, I thought this Winter Wednesday thing, that's when I tried, right? Because what I learned about us, when you do this, I learned this, and we're going to do this, and I need you to do it, and we put posters around the house, and it ain't happening because ain't no child gonna tell no adult how to run their household. That's just real, right? But what we can do is we can start the strategy and not say anything and go through the experience and write down the feelings and go through everything. And then when you at a point where you've been downloaded and all your stuff is downloaded, and then you about to execute and your family like, who is this coming out this room? Because I'm trying to get them wash the dishes. And I know if your parent was like me, I was an agitator, right? If I see my children at peace a little bit, I was a little mad because I'd be like, why they at peace and I'm around here yes. I ain't gonna lie, come on, let me
be showed up peace, yo.
I was a peace snatcher, okay? Because I used to be like, I'm around here working jobs, school, and I see you and you just la-di-da-di-da. Yeah, I was a peace snatcher because I was mad, okay? So let me say, there's some peace snatchers out here that can live in your house. Because they like, how you going to be at peace and I'm not? So I'm going to just say, we're going to talk about how we're going to work with them. Because when I realized after doing this situation with me, I was like, I'm a little hater on the piece, on a low low.
Hey, yo, you saying on that piece?
Yeah. Like, if you ever be in the basement too long, like, because that's her apartment. Like, she ain't give me no love. What? Hating? I was going, why you ain't do this? Yeah. Corey, same way. What? Yes. But see, I'm going to tell you one thing about my children because they was raised to have a voice. Corey called me out fast. Okay. Corey be like, Mom, that's manipulative. You being manipulative. Yeah, Corey calls me out. So that's what happens when you get children to tell them they can have voice. Because then now they show you your flaws. Like, you look at you. That's manipulative. You want to rethink that. So I did, but I learned, right? And let me tell y'all, being a parent, we ain't gonna cover no book. We trying to figure this out. And as you see, I have 3 beautiful children and some are almost grown and I'm still trying to figure it out, right? So don't think it's perfect. It's not a perfect thing. And I understand that a lot of y'all might be in situations where y'all might don't get along with your parents or you may get along with your parents. Or how about this one? Because this, y'all, I'm telling y'all young people could be actors. How about you get along and you and your family is great, but they don't know who you really is. That when you in school, you somebody different. Yeah, y'all good, right? So again, none of this don't have no book. Only thing we could do when we get with each other is talk about these emotions that we feel, right? Why does that kid that get along with their parent and do all of that, but then leaves and go and be somebody else? Why you can't show up in front of mom and dad like that? Because there's something in there, right? That's the stuff that we want to figure out. Because we got to get back to loving each other, right? Because what I see in the world is so much going on and we got to protect each other and we got to be honest. Like, I didn't like that person did that, mom or dad or cousin or whatever, like we got to be real because we in a society where somebody made this comment the other day and I thought it was funny. They said, Miss England, sometimes I feel like we are in a society of people who've been bullied or want to be a certain way or want to do certain things. And so they have the power to put that on us, right? That's fine. I'm with it. But what I want is, I just want you to be yourself. I don't care what people put on you. I don't care if you say to me, I'm going to dye my skin purple tomorrow. And Miss Ain't I'm going to date that tree. Guess what Miss Ain't going to do? Ask you what size the tree weigh. Okay? Because you want to be yourself. If you, listen, Joan, if that's yourself, and all this time, that's what you decided to do, guess who will have your back? Me.
Okay. How much the tree weigh?
How much the tree weigh, right? I would have to tell you can't do nothing with you. We had to go through the safety of that. But because you came out of yourself to be honest, got you. Got you. But what I can respect is that we not being authentic and we being fake because we got to be accepted. And I've been there. I ain't gonna lie, we all been there probably once before in our life, and some maybe, if not. But I just need y'all to be yourself. I want you to be okay to feel. People like, I don't want to feel nothing. That's why people drink and smoke. That's fine. But guess what happens when you ain't got no more drink and smoke? And I don't know how much money y'all making when y'all might could keep drinking, and smoking. Because I don't know if people could do that. But because I'm saying after the high gone, you still got the same situation. We ain't making that much money when the high gone and you got to go back and get some more and get some. Ain't nobody making that type of money, right? So let's just deal with it. Do we hate it? And for our guys, y'all was always taught, don't show your emotions, man. Don't cry. That's why my guys around here be going off because they've been hiding everything in. And I be looking at the baby like, what? Now you got elementary school kids going off. You know why, little boys? Because they going through things. And they can't tell nobody because your parents say, you look like a girl crying. Come on, let the babies feel. They had to feel. Just like when they fall off the steps, we in their head busted, we can't say, get up and come on and walk away. No, you got to go to that wound and attend to it. Same way with your insides. Same way. You just don't see the blood coming out. You just don't see the stitches afterwards. You don't see, but it's healing. It's the same exact thing. I'm sorry, John, because sometimes I be feeling like this new stand I got to let me stand up. Man, and I'm looking at myself, I feel like I'm on a pulpit a little bit.
Oh, that's so hey, yo, I thought you was just like standing up, like look.
No, I got a little stand-up desk. You know, you put on another desk, and I'm like, okay, see me. Okay.
Dang, that's what's up. You gotta give us a little previews, so we can see what that
okay, now, John, we know let me.
Yo, don't say you got some new stuff. We can't see it. I
like okay, well, I ignore that comment.
Just send me a picture, sis. Just send me a picture. Hey, yo, you crazy, yo. Simone said, yeah, I know they mean well, but at the same time, my mother gets mad at me when I don't talk to her, but how can I?
Yeah, and that's another thing too that we do as parents. And I'm learning, honestly, I'm trying to learn too. So tell your mother, can we talk? Because we could figure this out. Like, because I realize sometimes I be like, Dear, what's wrong? Nothing. And so now I'm trying to push her out of it, but then she ain't gonna want to tell me because I'm now being a bully. Like, oh, you ain't gonna tell me what it is? Like, now I'm got all the attitude in it, right? But then it's times when she do want to talk, and I might be doing 20 million things, and I might came off a little wrong. With times she came gentle and be like, Mom, what you doing? And I'm busy, you know? So it's a balance of time, actually. Like, when it's the right time to have a conversation, and how do you slide stuff in? Like, because if you want to tell something that you know is going to surprise your parents, ease a little bit in first. Don't just come straight out and say it, right? Like, you know, get us a little, you know, nice first. Don't just come out, yeah, I slept out, you know, I stayed over somebody's house or something or made a lot. No. Like, we need I apologize. These are the things that I know I was wrong and da 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 da. I think sometimes young people feel like they have a right to say things. And when I say that you have a voice, you do, but you can't have a disrespectful voice, right? Like when I say Corey holds me accountable sometimes, she don't hold me accountable disrespectful because she will be smacked and she wouldn't have no teeth. So that wouldn't work. So she does it very nicely. And I don't care how old my baby is, you know, they still can get smacked, but she does it very nicely. Like, Mom, like, I think that was rude what you just did. And she knows the time. She don't do it when it's we in a heated moment, right? She waits and then she brings the time. So just trying to figure out the room and the energy, and then try to eject your information into your earth.
That's almost exactly what Miss Trina said. Like, make sure you choosing the time, like when they
Yeah,
want to
time.
meet with you and
Thanks, sis.
everything is on going on. And she's
Yeah,
like,
time is important. Because we do have a lot on our plate, and a lot of things that y'all don't see. Y'all just say my mom, she mean or rude. It's just because mom may be going through a lot, and a lot of times we don't tell you what we going through because we adults. Just ain't none of your business. I mean, we'll handle it. Now, if it comes to a point where the adult might need some support, yeah, we'll come to you. But don't be mad at us. Just try to figure out what is a great time. If you don't have, and one thing too that I think is a good one, excuse me, if you don't have um time with your people, like scheduled time, just log in sometime. Like, you want to watch a movie? There, you want to watch a movie? Like, what you doing? You want to play a game? It could be something simple. Just try to get every touch you can. Like right now during COVID, we needed to share the love among each other because people are leaving the earth, due to COVID, and people are lost their jobs. People are hurting right now, right? So sometimes don't plan it. Just come in. How you feeling? Sometimes ask your parents how they feel. How was their day? Just have these conversations. But I'm just telling you, once you start these things, you will feel better. Like, not even physically, mentally, all of that. You will be start being in line, and what also you would do is you will break that generational things that's going on that people don't even speak about because people don't see it. They don't think it's there. So they don't really in tune into it. You'll be in tune to be able that it won't get to your bloodline. So all the things that you heard when you were younger about looking at I'm sorry, because the air is interrupting me with this singing. I'm sorry. But all of the things all of the things that your journey that you've been going on in your family that people can't see, but it's just how family just have things that just lingering, but people don't talk about it, but it's there. It's like, oh, we can't touch that because that's deep, right? We all have those family secrets. It's time to address them. It's time to have these conversations. Because what is going on is that we haven't had conversation in years, and people died in their pain. People died in silence. People didn't get to their purpose. People didn't move in with their heart. People was bitter. People left this world not knowing what love looks like, feels like, and how to give love. We got to stop it. And it all starts with us.
yeah. No, we definitely got a big job to do. And I would say too, I want to read some of these comments to you real quick, Miss England. I know we only got a few minutes, but I also want to say too, to everybody, have your backup person too. So that way you're not just solely dependent on your parent or whoever it is you
Yes.
think should be talking to you. Like, while you're trying to figure this stuff out, still have somebody that you can go to and talk with. And I made myself available. Miss England's available. Miss Trainer, Ms. Mo, Simone, whoever. Like, you got the support. So definitely make sure that you take that
And
step.
also if sometimes that what you may need could be out of our control. So trust us to refer you to the right place. It's not because a lot of times I'm going to say therapy sometimes. A lot of time the word therapy, people say we don't do that in our community, but I'm just telling you it works. You got to find the right one, and if you have an adult that you trust, then trust them that they will do what they have to do to support you.
Yes. Yo, we is completely out of time, Miss
No,
England.
he is not. Like every time, y'all, like Winter Wednesday coming to a living room near you.
Yo, you be having your sessions be too good. They shouldn't be this good.
But I love y'all because y'all definitely
You
was
gonna
a
leave us with
part.
a jewel?
Yes, my jewel, my jewel, my jewel. I love a jewel. Okay. That's first of all, let's give out there. Let's give a shout out to Joni and her jewel, Lord. What's that? A thumb drive? Thumb tag? What is that?
You talking about the little flyer?
Yeah, that's like that. So shout out to Joan. She got a new flyer. She is up with the new, honey. I'm telling you, she knows what's
Crazy.
going on in 2020. It's
Yo, thank you.
we got to get our young people to do that and resumes like that too, Joan, because that's going to be the new thing. So we need to think about that.
That, yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I'm with it.
So my jewel for the day is Do the 3 things. You got 3 things to do for the year. This should be 2021 revelation. Distractions, define them. Make sure you find your peaceful place. 2, be still. Listen. Make sure you're listening so you can be downloaded. So everything that's for you will come right to you. Once you get download, it's time to execute. And it works just like that. So thank you guys. I love y'all. I will be here
Thank you, Miss England. Next Wednesday, yo.
Next Wednesday.
All right, I'll see you and Susie next Wednesday.
Yes, hopefully, I don't know. I might have a little.
You might have a baby.
Might have a Latonya next Wednesday. Okay? But I see y'all. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
See you, Miss England. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, Miss England sessions be the realest sessions, y'all. And I know sometimes we might have a hard time like connecting, like, well, what does this, have to do with my growth and my success and all this? It has everything to do with your growth and with your success. It's not one thing that Miss England came on here to talk about yet that hasn't been applicable to a high level of success. Like these things that we talk about here, these are the things that a lot of successful people don't talk about because it's the ugly side of stuff that you got to go through in order to be successful, like learning how to deal with these difficult situations, learning how to deal with difficult people in your life who frankly ain't going nowhere, and just learning how to have that peace and being able to find that space within yourself so that you can win. But that's it, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all, tomorrow, Thriving Thursday, Focus Friday, and then we're going to do this again next Wednesday, Winning Wednesday. See y'all.